Who's up?
Hey, we've seen Slay this year come off the field so many games, banged up, go to the blue tent, and then come back out and play. What have you seen from him as far as that resilience, that desire to get back out there and play well?
Yeah, I think he definitely has all of that. I think he's having fun. I think he's enjoying playing. You know, for a guy that's, I don't know, what's he, 12-year veteran? And he's itching to get back out there. I just think that speaks volume for him, and I think most of our team's that way.
What have you made of the job Bobby King has done with the inside backers this year, and what have you seen from him behind the scenes to lead to the success?
Yeah, he's done a great job with those guys, with Jacoby and Zach, and even getting our backups ready if they have to be called upon to play. And I think Bobby has done a great job with them. He's a good teacher, emphasizes the right things, very coachable in regards to, learning a new system and the nuances that go with it. So from day one, he's been great.
Did you know a lot about him before he got?
No, I did not.
Well, what did you had you heard anything, and what did you kind of see from him early on?
Well, I just, a couple guys that I trust recommended him to me, and we hired him.
But Nolan Smith, he seemed to have a really active game, a lot of energy. Anything about his game surprise you at this point?
No, he's done a good job of improving each and every day. Maybe not each and every day, but each and every week from the start of OTAs through training camp, and he's really taken it and put it on himself to improve and learn his position, learn the techniques of his positions, learn the ins and outs of his position that can help him make a play or two. And as we know, he's got good speed, he's a good athlete, and he's been able to amp up his physicalness to, make up for his lack of size, ideal size for the position.
As impressive as it was when he jumped over Jalen Warren, would you have preferred he not try to jump over the
Yes.
running back there?
Yeah, obviously.
With Nolan, how unusual is it to see an edge that size be as physical as him, as embrace playing the run and that kind of thing?
It's unusual in today's day. But again, like you said, I think you used the right word. You said embrace it. You got to embrace the challenges of your position. Everybody does, where they might be a little deficient, either from a size or a movement standpoint, and learn to work with it. And he's done that.
He's been the guy to take the biggest jump in snaps after BG's injury. Why was that?
Well, he was the next up. It was Sweat, BG, and him. So his kicked up, and Hunt's have kicked up.
What was Isaiah taking over as the dime?
Just that Isaiah is a good instinctive football player. He's got good cover ability, and we just wanted to get him on the field for those reasons.
Bryce Huff has missed his minimum 4 games. Is he any closer to returning? At this point, do you expect him back?
I don't really know the answer to that. We'd have to start his window and then see where he is out on the practice field.
What have your conversations with Jalen Carter been like after the personal foul?
Yeah, it was handled at the time by Clint and Nick handled it yesterday in the team meeting. And obviously penalties like that we can't have, but I think it'll be a good learning experience.
It's a guy that plays with a lot of fire. What's it been like, trying to make sure that's channeled in the right way since you've been with him?
That's just it. We got to make sure it's challenged in the right way and not in the wrong way that can hurt the team and hurt himself.
Do you think that's best taken care of by head coach, position coach, and maybe teammates too, rather than you?
All of the above. I think at the time it happened, Clint handled it. Nick got involved in handling it. I'm sure the teammates on the field did at the same time. So, I think it came from all avenues.
If I go back to the edge rushers, obviously since BG and Huff went down, you've been using a 3-man rotation, mostly and everything. I know you said once that you've done it for a whole year in San Francisco, but how have you found that it's working with these 3 guys and kind of, is that something you can continue, like, going forward into the playoffs if Bryce doesn't come back soon?
Yes, we definitely can. It can be done. I've seen it done personally. There's no reason why you can't.
When it comes to young cornerbacks, your experience with that, is it easier to teach those guys press or off man? Because Quinion has been special, it seems, from that perspective.
Yeah, I think it's an individual thing. Number one, their background, what they did in college is a barometer early on, what they're comfortable with. And then some guys find out that they're comfortable doing it the other way more than not, even though they did it one way in college. It's a learning experience. They got to learn the techniques of what they haven't done before they got here. And then you find guys, they like it, and I think the ability to mix it is a good thing.
If you had to identify what the strength of this defense is, what kind of makes it exceptional, what would you say it is?
You're always good for these philosophical questions. We're just playing good. I think all the guys have pride in their own performance, pride in the entire unit's performance, and and they're playing good.
Is there anything beyond the obvious that goes into good red zone defense?
Not really. I mean, it's not good when you're in the red zone. That's a problem. But, it is a problem for the offense too, in that the field is shortened and the end line becomes the 12th defender, so it's harder for them down there too. I think you just have to get comfortable playing in the red zone and how the game changes there.
When you see Cooper lose a fumble, do you worry at all that, and how closely did you watch whether it was going to impact him defense? Because obviously you got to go right back and immediately play defense.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that with him. He's a very mature rookie. I think he does a good job in keeping things in perspective and moving on to the next play.
Vic, when you play a team like Washington that you've played recently, do you have to change things up and try to confuse Jaden Daniels?
Not really. I mean, we need to do what we do best and continue to do that. Obviously, you could play them a little bit different here and there, but if you overdo that, then you're putting your players in uncomfortable positions.
With the penalty on Reed, obviously it's a kind of a tricky situation. Is there anything you'd coach him to do differently?
No, I didn't think that was a good call. It was a very late slide. I didn't see vicious contact. I just didn't see that. But again, it's up to the officials on the field.
Couple more?
What goes through your mind during a 10.5 possession for the offense at the end of the game as you're kind of watching on there?
I had my pom-poms out and was cheering them on and kept saying one more first down, and they kept getting it. And it was really a great job by them.
What was the key in responding early in the game with this short fields in particular?
You just got to go out and play. We have no control on how we go on the field, where the ball is, but we can control how we get off the field. So we just have to go and accept the situation and play football. And that's it.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
All righty.